Hello Rebel and welcome back to my life. Today's video has to be a bit of a quick one because I've fallen a little bit behind schedule and I have stuff to do tonight still, but I did want to let you know that Shadeborn, the fourth book in the Nightblade epic, has released, and there's a link in the description where you can go and pick one up for yourself. So Shadeborn is the fourth book in the Nightblade epic, and it is the one where Lauren's story begins to become truly the Nightblade epic, as in epic fantasy. I talked a little bit about this in last week's video where I told you about the giveaway, but it is where Lauren's story starts to expand. She travels through multiple kingdoms, she begins to learn a lot more about the world and everything that's going on in it. But Shadeborn is also the book where the world of Underrealm started to become this big, expansive thing. Too big and too wide-reaching to just be my thing. I mean, to be clear, when I published it, it was still just me, but it is where I first started to put in storylines that would branch out beyond my reach, beyond the scope of what I myself was going to create, and would take on other people's stories. I mean, for one thing, it is the story that directly relates to the Academy Journal's first book, The Alchemist's Touch. This book and that book are pretty much the same story told from two very distinctly different viewpoints. But also it's where several seeds start to come in of stories that are going to be written, and in fact are right now currently being written by other people. So I've talked about this on the channel before, but Legacy Books is now basically an official publishing company. We have other authors who are writing stories in the world of Underrealm. They are related to the Nightblade epic and the Academy Journals and the next series that I'm going to be writing after that one, but they are not those series. They are other stories in the same universe. They feature different characters and different locations and different themes, but it all ties together into the grand story of Underrealm, and that grand story was really born in these pages. As I said before, the Nightblade epic started out as a world-building series. I was building Underrealm through the viewpoint of one person. Well, after 3 books, the world was there, and it was ready for more people, more viewpoints, more stories to be told. Because it's the first book in the second trilogy of the Nightblade epic, and because the Nightblade epic and all of the series of Underrealm are kind of a series of trilogies, you can actually pick this book up, not having read the previous 3, and be pretty much fine. Of course, it helps to know the backstory, it helps to know where Lauren came from and how she got to where she is, but you can really just pick up Shadeborn and the story will be given to you. And for everything else that is going to happen in Underrealm, this is where one girl's story ends and where a universe begins. Everything else is going to hinge around the events in this book in ways that are going to be very cool. So that's Shadeborn. Like I said, it's released. You can find a link in the description. Go pick it up. I certainly hope you will. I really like this one. That's all I've got for you today, Rebel. You can find yesterday's VEDA video right up there, or you can click down there and check out my Patreon and see my secret videos. Also, $5 patrons get every book as they release, including this one. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye!